Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Cosmic, and I know it's been like a couple of weeks since I have been posting videos on my channel. That's because been busy with my stuff and real life problems and all that kind of stuff. So now I have more free time, so I'll be posting daily and bringing you guys more content. So the topic of this video today is this new growth system called the X of Swords. So we're gonna do a deep dive on this system and explain to you how it functions, how can you navigate through it, how can you upgrade these swords, how can you collect the items that you need. So we're gonna go through all of that in this video. So let's start with the basics. Now, the basics of the X of Swords, in order for you to build these swords and get these colors, the red, the purple, the blue, the orange, the green, the yellow, all these kind of stuff, you will need two important items. These items are the Sword of the Unknown, which is this sword that you guys see in the middle. It's called Sword of the Unknown. And you will need Rune of the Unknown, which you guys can see on the bottom left, the one which with the gray color. It has no color at all. You will need that, so you need both of these items. Where do you get them? You basically get them from a game mode called the Otherworld Battle. And that game mode, you will see it's basically in the arena. You go to the arena and you play over here, Otherworld Battle. Now, how do you collect them from the Otherworld Battle? Pretty simple. You just do the daily challenges, the weekly challenges as well. They drop them off in here as well. Daily challenges, they drop them off as well. And the seasonal challenges. In the seasonal challenges, they drop a lot. And I've basically collected all of them, okay? They drop 210, 210, 210, a lot of them. They drop a lot of them. As well as the level ups. You get some of them, some of the Rune of the Unknown while playing the game mode and achieving the challenges and leveling up your season battle pass. So that's how you collect them, basically. Now, after you collect them, what you want to do is basically enchant these swords, alright? You enchant them. You press on the enchant button and you start upgrading it. Now, of course, I'm not going to enchant it right now because I don't need any more swords, because I've got, as you guys can see, all of them. Alright? Pretty much, I just need to get more colors of the same color so I can increase my element level. We will get the element level in a moment, but let's get into the basics. First of all, you will need to get the Sword of the Unknown, okay, this one, and you want to enchant it. And after you enchant it, you will enchant it up to level 6. Okay? Perfect. Now, after you get it to level 6, the most dominant color of the 6 colors, okay, of the 6 runes, okay, that you have upgraded, the most dominant color is the one that will be selected. Let's just say you have upgraded 3 red, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 orange. The most dominant color is the red, so the sword will become a red sword. It will become the MAAAAN blade, the judgment, basically. Okay, and that's that same tactic, that same system applies to all of these swords. Okay, that applies to the yellow swords, applies to the purple swords, it applies to the blue swords, the green swords. It applies to all of them. All of them. It's the same thing. The most dominant color is the one that will be selected the most. Okay, but what if we get 2 red, 2 blue, and 2 green? Well, basically, one of the 3 colors, okay, since there's only 6 options, okay, since there are only 6 runes of the sword, if we, let's say we get 2 red, 2 green, and 2 blue, basically what the system will do is that it will select an RNG based roll dice on one of the three colors. Okay, so the dominant color at this point will not be relevant anymore. It will be more so about a 50-50 chance between either the red or the blue or the green, for example. Yeah, but that's a very rare case. That's a very rare case. Now, after you enchant it, okay, what you want to do is basically pretty simple. You'd want to equip the sword, the fully enchanted sword. Okay, now what each of these colors represent? Well, basically it's pretty simple. The orange color represents a physical attack increase. The yellow ink represents an energy damage decrease. The red over here represents the additional pierce damage decrease. Okay, the purple represents energy attack increase. The green represents physical damage decrease, and dexterity represents instinct attack increase. So you guys can see there's a mixture between PvP and PvE from these colors, right? The red and I believe the blue, no, excuse me, the red, the green, excuse me, I mixed it up, the orange, I meant to say the orange. The orange and the purple, okay, they both represent an offensive PvE stats, okay? The green and the yellow and red, they represent a defensive PvP stats, okay? The yellow gives you energy damage decrease, the green gives you physical damage decrease, and the red gives you additional pierce damage decrease. Whereas for the orange, gives you a physical attack increase, and the purple gives you an energy attack increase. However, the blue color is a little bit tricky to play it on here. The blue color basically gives you an instinct attack increase, but the instinct attack increase is only valid and more valuable when it's on a tier 4 character. Regular tier 3s, okay, or tier 2s, they do not benefit as much from the instinct attack increase, but the tier 4 characters, they actually do benefit so much from it, because tier 4 characters, their instincts attack, all right, it goes up to 2,000, I believe, or 3,000 after you get the character to tier 4, okay? So they do get benefited a lot from these attack increase, the instinct attack increase, yeah? Okay, so now you have an idea that the orange, the purple, and the blue are an offensive PvE stats. The yellow, the red, and green are defensive PvP stats. Okay, perfect. But you guys can see that all my elements in here, they're not at their maximum level. I have level 4 strength, level 3 judgment, level 2 level 2 judgment, level 3 intelligence, level 3 psionic, level 2 stamina, and level 2 dexterity. Okay, as you guys can see them over here. Let's just say, for example, I want to maximize the most out of my strength element stats. I want to get a plus 15% physical attack increase at level 6, yeah? But I cannot do that because the RNG is so problematic, it's so troubling for me, and makes it so hard for me to get a level 6 strength. Well, the solution is pretty simple for it. There are two options, okay? There are two options. Option number one is basically equipping two swords, yeah? Two swords of the same color, okay? That both will maximize your strength element effect, okay? So for example, I have already equipped in here a strength level 4, okay? But I want to get a strength level 6, but I only have level 4 on my element stat. So what do I need to do is basically equip another level 6, another level 2 strength sword in here, for example, And as you guys can see over there on the element level, I will get a +2 strength, and I will lose -3 intelligence because I will be replacing it with the whatchamacallit, the scarab sword. Okay, and I'll also lose -1 mastery effect. What is the mastery effect? We'll get that in a minute. Okay, so that's basically the first option that you have, basically to equip 2 swords or 3 swords of the same color to maximize that specific stat that you want from the element level in here. Yeah, that's the first option. The second option is probably the most annoying one and probably the most non-profitable one anyways. Let's just say I want to get them all a level, all of the runes, I want them all to be the orange color so I can get my strength level 6. Well, there are two. The second option is made of 2 parts. First part is basically get a rune of strength. You get the rune of strength itself, which will give you an increase of 25% chance to get that color in here. Okay, that's the first part of the second option. The second part of the second option is basically to get a radiant rune of strength, which gives you an increase of 35% chance of getting the orange color, so that you will get the most orange colors from that Sword of the Unknown, so you will get the maximum level of it. However, as you guys can see on the panel, yeah, it's only 35% chance, and the other colors, the 5 other colors, they have 13% chance. So even though it's a 35% chance, it's still relatively low, and chances are you probably will not get it as much as you think you would. So basically it's some sort of a waste of effort and resources. That's a problem in on itself. Okay, so those are the only 2 options that you have in order for you to get the maximum level, okay, from your elements level. Those are the only 2 options. You either equip 2 or 3 or multiple swords of the same color, or you use some of these upgraded versions of the runes for the specific colors so you can get the maximum amount of it. Yeah, those are the 2 options. Now, what is the element level? As you guys can see, the element level increases by the number of elements the sword has. That's basically what I have explained to you guys for the last 3 minutes. That's what the element level is. Okay? And the element effects are applied to all characters based on their element level. All of the characters. So basically, all your roster, all the characters of your rosters, they will get all of these effects. What are these effects? Well, basically, you get a physical attack increase, you will get a energy damage decrease, you will get a additional piece damage decrease, an energy attack increase, a physical damage decrease, and an instinct attack increase. But those are not the only stats that you will get. Your roster will also get these stats over here. As you guys can see them, on the Skybreaker stamina, I have an increased basic damage dealt to enemies with weapons master ability by 10%, and increased damage to enemies with flame ability, and increased damage against justice instinct attack characters. By the way, this does not mean that your instinct attacks will be increased, it just means that your damage will be increased against the instinct character. Alright, so for example, a justice type character, you get an extra damage against that justice instinct type character. It's not that your damage will be increased for its instinct. Okay, there are some people who get confused in that. And you will get some other effects like an order increase, or a poison resist increase, or an instinct defense increase. All of these stats, okay, all of them on all of these swords over here, all of these stats you guys see, these as well would be applied to all of your characters in your roster. So not only the element level effects, but also the sword effects as well will be applied to your characters. Now, there's also more to it than that. We get to the element mastery, which is this one on top. As you guys can see on the top right, it says mastery effect, all basic attack increase by 16.5%. Now, how did I get up until 16.5%? Okay, first of all, you need to ask, how did I get to level 16? That's the first question. So the answer is pretty easy. It's so simple. You see these element effects in here, all of them? Okay, so basically, how much do I have? I have 2 dexterity, 2 stamina, 3 psionics, 2 judgments, 3 intelligence, and 4 strength. If we sum up the total number of all of these effects that I have in here, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus another 3 and another 4, I will get 16 in total right over here. That's how you increase the element mastery effect. Pretty simple. Now, what are the elements mastery effects? Well, we press on the view all effects. As you guys can see on the bottom right, there is manage store, and then there is view all element effects. You press on that, and as you guys can see, I have mastery and element effects, and I also have sword effects. That's right. See how much sword effects I have? That's why you need to upgrade as many swords as you need and as fast as you possibly can, so you can get the most effects from them. Look how many increased damage do I have on my sword effects. Increased damage to enemies with weapons master. Increased basic damage dealt to enemies with flame ability. Basic damage increase to justice instinct character. Increased damage to enemies with mind ability, with leadership ability. Decreased damage received from human, from alien, from machine ability, from destruction instinct characters. Okay, I get as many damage increase and decrease from these sword effects. Look how much damage increase do I have. That's a lot. This stuff gets accumulated. Yes, it does get accumulated, and it ramps up. It ramps up really high. That's why, if you guys did not notice yet, yeah, I'm already on challenger level. I'm level 5 challenger right now because of these swords. I got so quickly in 2 days. It took me 2 days to just get into challenger. Okay, and I will most definitely get to the 4,500 up in here, but it's gonna take me a while because these guys are whales. But you guys can see the point right now. I get so much damage increase and decrease from these sword effects. But these are the sword effects. Now, the mastery and element effects, they increase, okay, based on your number over here. Instead of it being 16, if it goes up to 20 or 21 or 22 or however it needs, yeah, the attack stats will also be increased. Okay, so I have a level 4 strength. It gives me plus 9% physical attack increase. Go to view all effects. I have a 9% physical attack increase. Same thing if we go to the intelligence. I have a level 3, 4% damage, energy damage decrease. I go to view all effects. I have 4% energy damage decrease. Perfect. So you guys can see that these effects, they stack up on top of each other, okay, and they get wrapped up on the view all effects. Perfect. Now, once I start increasing my element level, the element mastery will increase as well. So now I have 16.5%. If I get to 17, okay, I will have probably 17 or 17.5% all basic attack increase. As you guys can see on the very tippity top of these mastery and element effects, I have a 16% all basic attack increase. That also gets increased as well if your element mastery increases as well. Okay, it's a pretty simple concept, pretty easy. It's not complicated, but the only problem that I have with this is that the resources, like, sure, I have so many swords. Like, I have so many swords already. I have a lot of level 3, another level 4 over here, level 2, level 2, level 2, level 3, level 3, level 3, 4 in here, 4 in here, level 3 in here. I have so many of them. The main problem, and like I said, this is a good system. In my eyes, it's a kind of balanced system, because you have the offensive PvE stats, which is basically the strength and the psionic and dexterity. Okay, so blue, purple, and orange are PvE stats and can also be used for PvP as well. And you have the yellow, the red, and the green that are PvP stats, which is basically physical damage decrease for the green color, pierce damage decrease for the red color, and energy damage decrease for the yellow color. Okay, it's a pretty simple system, and I found it very beneficial and very, very good. Me personally, I found it very good. Now, some of these stats can also be changed. That is true. You can change the option of these stats. Look how many options you have. You have so many options in here. A lot of energy, a lot of increased basic damage to humans, or decreased damage from humans, or what have you. A lot of them increased damage to ability type characters, as well decreased damage from ability type characters, and so on and so forth. The same tactic applies to all of these options. You have crowd control, you have cooldown, you have instinct attack increase, you have fire damage, cold damage, lightning, you have like elemental damage increase as well. You guys can see that. Pretty good system, and it's fairly easy, and you can change these options. For example, let's say I want to change this mine resist. I want to change it. So basically what you want to do is you pick up a sword, okay, but not any sword. You need to pick up a sword that is fully enchanted. If the sword of the unknown is like this, that is not enchanted at all, it's just empty, plain, no rooms on it, it will not be used for option change for a sword. For example, I press on the change option, which is on the bottom left. You guys can see on the bottom left, I'll press change option, but you guys can see there is no unknown sword. Sword of the unknown is not here. Only the enchanted swords are here. Only the enchanted swords. So if you want to change an option of a sword, you need to use another sword that is fully enchanted. Pretty simple. Now, you pick up the sword that is the least beneficial for you and has the lowest level for the comparable to the other swords. Let's say I have a level 2 scarab strength over here, and I have another level 3 scarab strength over here. I also have another level 4 and another level 4, but the level 4 scarab and the level 3 are more beneficial because they will give me the most physical attack stat. So I would use the level 2 scarab sword to change one of these options in here, any of them. So what happens is that when I press change option, it will tell me to lock the options that I do not want to be changed. So I don't want my basic damage decrease from aliens to be changed, so I lock that one up. I don't want the decreased damage received from machine type ability to be changed. I don't want basic damage against destruction instincts character to be removed or changed. Lock that one up. Order increase, I don't want it to be changed, but the movement speed and the cold resist, I can change that. Obviously, I'm not gonna spend 300 crystals right now in front of you because I'm not that stupid, so I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just showing you an example. Now, the things that will change from the sword are the options, but the colors, they will not change. The colors of the sword will not change. I will repeat that. Only the options that you guys can see, the green lineups, the green sentences, the explanation, the increases and decreases, and the cold damage, and all the kind of effects, these are the ones that will be changed. The colors of the runes, these ones will not change at all, okay? And it literally says that on the bottom left, it says all own options will be changed when changing options. Applied elements will not change. Basically, the colors of the runes will remain the same. It will remain fixated. It will not change at all, okay? So that's how simple the system really is. It's not complicated. It's super easy. As you guys can see already, I have like all 6 colors. I'm already a level 16 for the mastery effect, And I have a bunch of other swords at level 4. I have a level 4 scarab sword, another level 4 in here, another level 3 in here, another level 3 in here, and another level. So you guys can see, farming these swords is actually pretty easy. So these are the pros of this X of Sword system. Has good stats, has insane and very beneficial effects for PvE and PvP content with the damage increase and decrease. And overall, it's a system that can be applied to all game modes. All of them. Yes, that is correct. You guys heard me. Can be applied to all the game modes. It applies to Townland Battle, it applies to Line Conquest, it applies to World Boss Legend, it applies to all game modes, even Giant Boss Raid. Okay? Perfect. These are the pros. Now we go to the cons of this system. Things that I really do not like about it. The RNG. As you guys know, if you know me for a very long time in Marvel Future Fight community, the RNG is the thing that I hate the most, and I find it very unbalanced in this game specifically. The RNG is so bad that your chances of getting a high roll sword like this are very rare. I got lucky, okay? I got lucky for getting 3 level 3 swords, excuse me, 4 level 3 swords and 2 level 4 swords. I got lucky for that one. I probably won't get lucky again, but I was so lucky for getting these stats, okay, for getting this high of a level. There's so much RNG behind this that is so unsettling and so underwhelming. It makes your efforts and resources that you have farmed being flushed down the toilet for nothing. That's the one thing I hate about this system, the RNG. Okay, that's one. 2, the resources, they get easily and quickly vanished. Okay, they get used and replenished so quickly and so fast that once you farm these elements, all right, once you farm the Sword of the Unknown and the Runes of the Unknown, and once you start enchanting these swords, the runes will get completely depleted so fast and so quick. Yes, there is the runes that you will be used are only limited to a certain amount. Okay, so a level 7, excuse me, a level 1 you will be a level 7 runes. A level 2 you will need 9 runes. Level 3 you will need 13 runes and something like that. So you guys can see that each time you increase the level, the runes will also be increased, but the amount of runes that you will need is only limited to that specific amount, and it will never change. That's kind of balanced, but at the same time, it's not enough. Personally, it's not enough. The reason why it's not enough is because I've already collected all of the runes of the unknown, and basically right now, the only way I can get more runes of the unknown is basically either from the dailies or the weeklies, or from the Otherworld battle shop. Yes, it's basically it. That's basically how you can get these runes after you completed the seasonal challenges. And that's one of the major things that I do not like about the system. The RNG and the resources are so little, they get completely depleted so quickly and so fast. And one more thing that I really do not like is the fact that you cannot change the color of these swords, the runes of the swords. For example, look at the sword I have right here. Okay, look at the sword with this one. Okay, this sword I already have like 4 orange colors and 2 yellow colors. But I cannot change the yellow colors because they made it so the system does not allow you to change these colors. I find that very stupid and really lackluster, and holds back the player from achieving a very high level of performance in this game using this growth system. I find it completely unnecessary to just make it so that the only things that will change once you want to change the options are the optional effects, which are these ones, but not the colors. I find that really unnecessary requirements. They should definitely allow players to change the color of the runes, same way players can change the color of their crafted cards. That is correct. When you change the effect of the craft cards, you also change the color. Why can't that system be applied to the swords? I really do not understand why they do not allow it. So basically, that's the only problems that I have with this system. Basically, the RNG, the less amount of resources that you get, and also the problem of not changing the colors of these swords. But other than that, this system is perfectly good. Like I said, look at these effects. Look at these effects. I'm doing some serious damage in other world. Yeah, you guys can see there's only 3%, 1%, 3%, 10%, 2.5%. Yes, these are small numbers, but they get stacked up. Okay, they get ramped up and they stack one on top of the other. They get stacked up and they can be used for PvP. And man, let me tell you something, my account is not built for PvP. It's a hybrid account. Okay, even my cards, you can check my cards. It's not a PvP set card, it's a PvE and PvP. It's a hybrid account. But guess what? I'm already a Challenger League. I'm doing some serious damage right now with these cards. I'm coming for them whales. That's right, I'm coming for them all. I'm telling you, these sword effects are definitely something that you want to build on your cards, on your roster. Yeah, they're definitely beneficial. So build up as many as you can. Okay, these are also these instinct effects. The dexterity color is actually pretty good for tier 4 characters. Jean Grey, my Spider-Man and Jean Grey, they're one-tapping people in whatchamacallit, Otherworld. Yeah, you want to see my team? Let me show you my team. This is my team right here. Gore, Jean Grey, Spider-Man, Adam Warlock, and whatchamacallit, Wasp. I use Wasp for the debuff removal. So Spider-Man and Jean Grey, they both one-tap players. The reason why they one-tap them is because of the swords that I have. The dexterity, well, not only dexterity, but you guys can see the instinct attack, kind of beneficial. I'm getting 500 from here, and I'm getting another 500 from here as well. So yeah, I'm getting already 1,000 instant attack increase. So let me tell you, you definitely want to build as many swords as you can. Okay, but it's up to you. It is up to you. You want to build these swords for PvP only or PvE only? That is your choice. Like I said, the PvE stats are as follows. The PvE element effects are as follows. Strength, which is orange. Psionic, which is purple. And blue, which is dexterity. Okay? The orange gives you a physical attack increase. The purple gives you energy attack increase. Dexterity gives you instinct attack increase. These are for PvE stats. For the PvP effects, okay, the yellow gives you energy damage decrease, okay, the red gives you pierce damage decrease, and the green gives you physical damage decrease. So you can build for PvE, or you can build for PvP, or you can build them hybrid. That is up to you. But nevertheless, this is actually a pretty good system. I definitely recommend players to get as many swords as you can, ramp them up, enchant as many swords as you possibly can, and try your best to get the highest rolls of these element effects. Okay, the highest level of these element effects. I have level 2 judgment, and I have level 2 stamina, and a level 2 dexterity. I'm trying to get a level 3 or a level 4 at bare minimum for each of these 3 stats. That's why I have so many swords in here. That's why I have like a lot of them, because I've been trying to get a level 3 or a level 4 for each of the judgment, the stamina, and dexterity elements. So that's basically how the system works, and hopefully this guide was very beneficial, very helpful, and will help you go through the PvE or PvP sides of this content and help you improve your roster in which direction you would like it to be. So hopefully this video covered most of these tips and informations and clues that you probably were looking for. So yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe and share so help the channel grow, and hit the notification ring bell so you'll miss out on any of the upcoming videos I'll be posting on this channel. Join my Discord server, the link is in the description box below, and hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you all think about this new system, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Peace.